Y'all, everybody, Lily Tino is back. Don't worry, I'm not gonna do a Trump impression. You guys did not like it. I'm sorry. But yes, our very favorite, or honestly, a lot of people's least favorite trans influencer, Lily Tino, is back on TikTok. Well, she never left TikTok, but she's back in the headlines. Of course, doing what she does best, creating drama at Disney World. She's posted, honestly, multiple of these rage bait trans content-esque style TikToks at Disney World. And these videos have actually sparked a petition signed by over 300,000 people to get Lily removed from TikTok. And rightfully so, people are really, really upset. Well, I shouldn't say rightfully so. Some people are rightfully upset. Some people are not rightfully upset. We've seen everybody from people within the community to people outside of the community criticizing Lily. Some of the criticisms I do agree with. A lot of them I do not, but all of which we're going to be talking about in today's video. My name is Samantha Lux. I am also a trans woman and I post new videos twice a week here on my channel. So if you guys are not yet subscribed, go ahead and do that right now. Go ahead. I'll tap my nails while I wait for you. Are you done? Thank you very much. Before we get started, I do have a Twitch channel that I play video games on all the time, so make sure to go down into the description down below, click on my little twink, oh my God, my Twitch link, and follow me over on Twitch and come hang out with us. It's so much fun. Don't click on my twink, girl. Leave her alone. But yeah, with no further ado, let's get into this video, shall we? I did make a video about Lily a while back, and in the video, I don't remember exactly what I said, but I'm pretty sure I defended her. She first started going around and really making headlines on TikTok when she had that whole Kurt Cobain drama happen, where basically she made a TikTok saying that Kurt Cobain might have been trans. A lot of people were really, really mad about it, and I think most of them were just being transphobic. I think most of them just wanted to be mad at Lily, which, like, honestly, fair, girl, fair. At the time, she was going into different restaurants and stuff like that and getting misgendered and making a big scene about it, and people didn't like that. People thought that she was doing it on purpose and using it as a rage bait type of content, which she kind of was, girl. She kind of was. She was. Another thing that she got a lot of backlash for was going to Disney World and making like analogies for bottom surgery with some of the snacks that they had at Disney World. Again, cringy, weird, not something I would personally do or recommend or like enjoy watching, but it doesn't make you an evil person, right? It doesn't make you a bad person to do these things. I mean, if you were doing it in front of kids, if you were being sexual in front of kids on purpose, that's a different story. But in the video, there was nobody around. She was making an analogy with food. No big deal to me. Like I said though, even then I defended her because at the end of the day, I understood that a lot of the backlash that she was getting was just transphobia, right? It's not a crime to be cringe, okay? And I say that and I'll say that until I die. Let trans women be cringe. Let people be weird. Let people be not the norm. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? Like there's two concepts here. Going in and purposely annoying service workers to make viral content on TikTok, that's bad. That's annoying. That's cringy, right? But Lily being trans and like not being passable and looking the way that she looks is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing to do. One of which is definitely worth criticizing. The other one is kind of a self-report when you criticize it. You're just a transphobe. That was basically my thoughts in my original video, right? That, you know, she wasn't my cup of tea. She did some things that I didn't think were the most flattering of a person to do. But at the end of the day, she's just a person like anybody else. She's gonna do weird things. She's gonna do cringy things. Let the girl live. You know what I mean? If you don't like her, block her. It's not that deep. That being said, it was a bit of a different time then. Things have escalated pretty tremendously for the trans community in a negative way. Things are really, really heated right now. The cultural temperature for trans people is hot, honey. It's hot. People do not like us, girl. People are pissed at us right now. We are in a time of extreme conservative reactionism that is heavily focused on the trans community. The trans sports topic is hotter than ever. The trans bathroom topic is hotter than ever. Trans people as a whole are a hotter topic than ever. So in my opinion, and in the opinion of a lot of professional activists, right now is not the time to be pushing people's buttons. Right now is not the time to be aggravating these already aggravated narratives, which is exactly what I think Lily is doing. And now in this different cultural time, this type of content is landing much differently for a lot of people. So in these 4 videos, she goes back to Disney World. She again has the big corn dog. She's making the analogies with the food again. And she does a bunch of other rage baity content as well. Let's watch.
So last year I made a video that a lot of people got upset by where I talked about some things in Disneyland. A lot of y'all thought that video would get me banned from Disney, so let's see if that's true. I'm at the Disney World entrance about to try and get in, so let's see if that video really did get me banned.
Okay, so there's not really much else in this video that we need to talk about. She's not banned, but clearly she knows that this Disney content is problematic. Clearly she knows that it's ruffling feathers, right? She's like, oh, let's go see if I got banned this year. Let's go see if they're gonna let me back in. She knows what she's doing. And I don't like that. I don't with it, sorry. Like I said, in the original content that she was getting a lot of backlash for, she would go into restaurants and would record the workers and catch them misgendering her and cause a whole scene about it. She did that in these new episodes at Disney as well. Today's video is sponsored by me. Okay, I wanna give a quick shout out to my Patreon and thank my current patrons for making the work that I do here on my channel possible. As you guys know, Pride has become extremely toxic to brands. Working with trans influencers has become a no-no for brands. So being a trans content creator has gotten much, much more difficult. If you guys like the work that I do here on my channel and you would like to support this work and to see it keep coming out every single week, please consider signing up for a paid tier on my Patreon. I will be releasing every single episode of season 1 of the Lex Perspective podcast on there, and season 2 of the Lex Perspective podcast, as soon as it comes out, will be airing there first and then on YouTube as well. So yeah, the link for my Patreon is down below. If you guys like my videos, if you watch them every week, if you get any value out of them, please consider signing up for my Patreon. It would mean the world to me. But yeah, with no further ado, let's get back into the video.
That is fancy looking. Cool.
The bottom is from Thailand.
Coconut bread from Thailand.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
Yes,
Ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am, sorry, my bad. And the middle one is from India. It's the papadom with the gingerbread chutney.
Okay.
And the third is from Brazil. It's a cheese bread with the guava sauce.
Thank you. Just like totally sucks the joy out of this bread tower. Makes me want to immediately like leave. Because I no longer feel like safe here. It's like, oh, my guard now has to be up.
Okay, so a few things to say here, I think. Obviously, it's sad to be misgendered, right? Can we just agree on that? If you've put in work into your transition, it is upsetting to be misgendered. I got misgendered the other day. I didn't have my makeup on. I went to get DoorDash in my hotel lobby. I got misgendered. I almost cried. It was really upsetting. I do genuinely have empathy for Lily getting misgendered in public. You know, she just had facial feminization surgery. To me, she clearly presents very femininely. You know, she has a little blue tank top on. She's got blue and pink ears on. Her face looks femme after her facial feminization surgery. She's got hoops. To me, she reads like she's trying to present female, at the very least. But at the same time, there's other things going on too, right? Like, first of all, the worker, clearly English is not their first language, so pronouns might not be something that they are super good at. But also, the way this video is framed and clipped is very purposely to go viral for the very same reasons that she went viral before, right? The rage bait content. She is purposely doing this same exact formula to piss off transphobes, to get views, to make money. And like, normally I'm like, girl, get your bag. You know what I mean? Make money off of transphobes. Do what you gotta do to pay your rent. I get it. But she's also out here making videos like, I'm doing this, I'm an activist and I'm doing this for the good of the community. And I'm doing this to make a difference to the trans community. This is not what we should be doing if we're trying to help the trans community. There are extremely negative narratives surrounding the trans community right now. I mean, I wouldn't say that one is particularly that we cry about being misgendered, but the next example is more so one of the ones that I'm talking about. But we don't need to continue to aggravate these narratives and aggravate them and aggravate them and aggravate them. We need to neutralize them. We need to let them kind of simmer and go away if we want to regain any sort of progress for the trans community. This is hurting us. You cannot tell me that she does not know exactly what she's doing, because she posted the same exact food analogy type video at Disney World again. One of the same videos that got her into all of this heat beforehand, right? It's a formula for her. It's a strategy for her to get views.
I think Disney's gonna ban me for this one. My corn dog is still intact. I'm not happy about that, but sadly it takes a long time to turn a corn dog into a inverted corn dog. I do hair removal every week for 2 hours straight. It is not fun or easy, but once that is finally done, hopefully by the end of the year, they are going to take my corn dog. These ears do not want to stay on. They are going to cut it down the middle. This is not the best knife for this. They will then take off the outer lining of the corn dog. Okay, I'm actually impressed that I'm doing this good of a job. Like so. Flip it inside out and make something of a tunnel. This tunnel will then become, well, you know, my hands are disgusting. Now you might be asking why I would do this or why anyone would do this. It sounds not fun. And I agree with you. I'm not looking forward to that recovery process. But know that this is not a decision that any of us take lightly. Our corn dogs do serve a purpose, but at the end of the day, I just don't like having it. It's not me. I look at it in the mirror and it's like, ugh, can we do something about that? And it turns out we can. But until then, I am making the most of my final days with my corn dog. Farewell to this thing that has served me not very very well, but is what I was born with. It did its duty. R.I.P.
Okay, so she not only goes to Disney, says, oh, I hope I'm not banned, I hope I'm not banned, makes a thing about it then. She not only makes a thing about getting misgendered for the bread, makes a whole clip of it with that, like the first 5 seconds of the video is her getting misgendered. She also does this, where she goes to each of the women's bathrooms in the park and takes a picture in the mirror with people in the background. Let's watch.
I've made it into Disney World. I don't really know what the deal is with bathrooms. You know, Florida is really conservative. I don't know what the rules are. Trans women are allowed to be in women's bathrooms, but I'm about to go and use the bathroom because I have to tinkle. If I get stopped, I get stopped, I guess. But I'm a woman, so I'm going to use the women's bathroom, and being in Florida or being in California or wherever isn't going to stop me.
And you know what? I will pause and say, I do support that. I do agree with that. And I would do the same thing. If I am in Florida, I'm using the women's bathroom. You're not gonna stop me. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna take a picture and post it with minors in the background, but I'm going to go into the women's bathroom because that's where I belong. I am a woman. I'm going into the women's spaces. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I am. Granted, when I do go into the bathroom, like over this past weekend I just flew, when I do go into the bathroom, I'm very careful about who's in there. I am extremely aware of, you know, the temperature of comfortableness in the room. If people are staring at me or giving me looks, and I'm feeling clocked, I wrap it up, I get my little shit and I get out. Most trans people are not in the business of making people uncomfortable. I'm not saying that she's in the business of making people uncomfortable. I don't wanna go there, maybe she is, I don't know. But I would say for the normal trans person, the average trans person that just wants to live their life in a comfortable way, we're very respectful to the people around us, and we're very, very aware of the people around us, because more often than not, the people around us have caused us harm. So it's like a survival instinct that we like have to be on guard all the time. But it's also like a respect thing, right? We don't wanna make people uncomfortable. That's just like a human thing. No human being wants to make other people uncomfortable. Duh.
Once I have hopefully tinkled without issue.
3 minutes later.
That went as well as it could have gone. No one gave me any weird looks. Definitely no one stopped me. I walked in, I found a stall, I peed. I peed standing up, which is something I'm sometimes a little self-conscious about with the sound. Think, oh, is there someone peeing standing up there?
Okay, yeah, a lot of people had issue with that too. Like,
Oh my god, you're a trans woman and you pee standing up. You're not a real trans woman.
girl, let's talk about the real issues here, okay? Peeing standing up is not the real issue. It's no, who cares? Who cares? I'll say it. Before I had bottom surgery, I peed standing up, girl. You think I'm gonna sit my little butt on a public toilet seat for no reason? No. It's actually one of the things I miss the most about not having bottom surgery, is not having to sit on a public toilet seat. But the sound, girl, get it together. You can aim it better so that there's no sound. And to be fair, I did also only pee standing up when people couldn't see my feet. So maybe scratch that. That one's giving like, I'm checking under the stall to see how you're peeing. Are you sitting or standing? I wanna make sure you're not being a weirdo.
That's suspicious.
That would actually make you the weirdo. But now let's finish this clip because I do have some problems that I want to share with what was done in this video.
So overall, Disney World in Florida, 10 out of 10 women's bathroom experience for trans women.
So it's a TikTok where she goes into every single bathroom, and as you can see, there are fully people in the backgrounds of these pictures, right? Fully people in the background. The captions say things like, this was the first time using the women's room at Disney, so I was nervous, but nobody looked at me weird. No problem there, I don't really care. Got misgendered right before this, so the vibe was off. Again, cringy. Cringe is not a crime. Okay, but some of the pictures like this, you can clearly see people in the background. They are censored. I mean, some of them are censored, some of them are not censored, but that's where people really started to have issue, right? I think that it is problematic to go into the bathroom and take pictures with people in the background and post it online. That is not something that you should do.
Don't do it.
There is an expectation of privacy, even in a public bathroom, that you need to maintain, right? That being said, the comments on this video, his name is dead name, and he is cosplaying, not transitioning. Lily is just a character he plays. This person commented, hey, so this is a felony. Taking photos in a bathroom in Florida is considered a felony. I didn't know that. Oop, maybe I'm changing my mind. Maybe I'm changing my mind. Okay, yeah, don't take any pictures in the bathroom, but let's be real. Everybody takes pictures in the bathroom, right? I think the issue here is not being aware of your surroundings, getting other people in the photo, and then posting it online. Even if you want to like post a little selfie of just you in the bathroom, that's fine, I don't really care. If there's other people in the picture, not okay with me. This person commented, glad you felt safe because all of us women and children do not feel safe, especially with you recording every time you go in one. You do not belong in women's restrooms. Okay, again, there's layers to this. It is perfectly okay to not be comfortable with somebody filming in a bathroom. That is perfectly okay to not be comfortable with. And I would not be comfortable being filmed in a bathroom either, obviously. I just really want to be careful that we're not just saying these things to Lily because Lily is an unpassable trans woman. In her own words, I'm not just like trying to throw shade at her. I want to make sure that when we are criticizing Lily's actions, it's not just because she's trans. It's not just because of the way that she looks. It's not just because of the way that she presents herself. It is perfectly acceptable to criticize the way a trans person behaves. It is perfectly acceptable, and in fact, I would encourage it. But you do not need to bring their transness into that criticism. In fact, I think once you do that, it kind of nullifies the criticism, at least in my eyes. I'm like, okay, well, you're just a transphobe, not really hearing anything you're saying. But like, some of these people are just fully bullying. Like this video, Lily Tino at Disney waiting to be misgendered. They're just mocking the way that she walks. Even J.K. Rowling tweeted about her and said, this man's bathroom photos are trophies, implying that he's like a sexual predator and taking photos of people in the bathroom are like trophies of his victims. That's insane, J.K. Rowling. You're weird. That's insane. I do not think that's what was going on. I think that she's just misguided and trying to create rage bait content. But anyways, she continues and says, he wants women and girls in the background because it proves he's violating women's boundaries. Without actual females there as props, all he's got is a selfie of a scary looking creep in mouse ears, which isn't remotely what he's after. If that doesn't scream, I'm just a transphobe who doesn't like trans people, then I don't know what does. Like, let's be careful when we're criticizing trans people to not turn it into something like this, right? We can still be respectful of a trans identity without agreeing with everything that they do. And honestly, it's kind of upsetting because I think a lot of the initial backlash that Lily was getting was coming from within the LGBT community because they sense that right now is an important time to really neutralize these negative narratives about the trans community. But it escalated and got outside of the community, right? It escalated into something much more just transphobic. There is currently a petition on change.org going around with over 300,000 signatures to get Lily removed from TikTok because of these videos.
The petition to ban Lily Tino from TikTok has reached over 200,000 signatures, and this petition was only started about a day or two ago.
Day 1 is going well, removing Lily Tino from TikTok.
Get ready for it. Day 3, we have...
So I just signed a petition to get Lily Tino removed off TikTok.
All of these people, I'm gonna get Lily Tino removed off TikTok. You guys are just transphobes. You don't have to do that. If she bothers you that much, block her. There is nothing that she's done that is really, really that bad, right? It's cringy, it's annoying. Yeah, personally, I'm not a fan. I don't think it's good strategy for the trans community, but you don't need to ban her. It's not like she murdered somebody on live. Be so for real right now. Lily Tino going into the bathroom and taking a selfie. Lily Tino going and doing an analogy for bottom surgery with her corn dog is not a danger to your children. At least the content that I've seen, it does not show that she's like a threat to children at all. This is just the same old anti-trans narrative. Like, they're coming for the children, protect the children. You're gonna be okay, it's just a trans person.
On the Lily Tino change.org petition, it is now at 212,000 signatures. Wow.
Sadly, it takes a long time to turn a corn dog into a inverted corn dog.
That took off very quickly. I've been getting a lot of comments, people asking what the link is.
Like, again, the comments on these videos are just insane. Can we start saying his name? Gilly Tino for Lily Tino. Oh my God, he's a weirdo. He's gonna get some corn dogs in men's prisons. Like, it's just sick. No, I don't think that's true. I disagree with that. Going into the bathroom to take a picture just to say that you were there is not a problem. Actually, no, I don't understand that logic at all. What about the girls that go into the bathroom at the Met Gala and take a picture even though it's fully against the rules of the Met Gala? Are they doing something bad that they should get banned off TikTok for? That they should get banned from the Met Gala for? I mean, they didn't break the rules. They're still going back every year. Or do we understand that, you know, it's a rule, maybe we shouldn't do it, but it's not the end of the world. It's not like a sinister act to take a photo in a mirror in the bathroom, especially when you're being told that you're not allowed to go into that bathroom because they don't believe that your identity of a woman is valid. I will reiterate again, if there are other people in the bathroom and you're exposing their privacy, that's a different story. But going into the bathroom by yourself, taking a picture of yourself in the mirror there's nothing wrong with that.
Period.
Oh, and look who's in the comments. Eating the doll. I tried a year ago and got called a bully. Funny how things turned out. Eden the doll, saying that she tried to call out Lily but was called a bully. Let's go check on that. Let's go see. How again did you try to call her out, Eden?
It looks like he's having a nice feast.
She, her.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. It's all good.
But it was not all good.
Hi. I use she, her pronouns. I'm not sir. Yeah, like it's like a knife in the heart.
It's not just the people outside of the community that can be transphobic, right? Let's be clear, that is transphobia. That is transphobia. Making fun of a non-passable trans woman for being upset that she got misgendered while simultaneously making yourself as clocky and as unattractive as possible, that's bullying. You're being a bully. Like, okay.
I tried to call her out and I got called a bully.
Yeah, you bullied her. That's what you did. Weirdo. Oh my god. All right, you guys, that's pretty much all I had to say about this video. There are so many things that I could say about Lily Tino. At the end of the day, I think that there are definitely reasons that we should criticize Lily. I think that she is doing some problematic things and honestly probably hurting the progress of the trans community right now, period. If I could talk to her, I would suggest that she change strategy. I really would. However, the petition to get her removed from TikTok, crazy. The thousands and thousands of comments saying that she's just a man and that she's a fake trans woman and blah, 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 crazy. You don't know Lily Tino. You don't know her identity. It's not appropriate to comment on the validity of another trans person's identity. Even if you yourself are trans, it's just not cute. It's not cool. If you want to criticize Lily, use her right pronouns, use her right name. I don't know. Just don't be a bad person. Like, I don't know. Lily, stop creating rage bait content. You're not helping anyone. I assure you, you're really not helping anyone. But yeah, I don't know. That's pretty much all I had to say. So what do you guys have to say? Let me know down below. If you guys like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up down below. Make sure to subscribe if you are not already and you'd like to be. But yeah, other than that, I think I'm gonna go. So thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye everyone.